Okay, I wanted to go in a bit more detail on why I think this isn't a fight. It's not a fight because the crystal gems, even with the extras and the diamonds, they are not beating Logos, Numa, or Antos. Let alone they're not beating anyone from the higher tiers of Xenoblade. On top of the fact that you can say, oh, but what about Pink Steven? He did not have control over that. He does not even have control over the monster form. So if you want to try to use that as the argument, it's not a fight. You want to know why? First, we'll go over Logos, also known as Malos. He is the Aegis of Destruction. The only reason that he lost was because of his overconfidence and that he was cocky towards the end, thinking he had all the power with Ion. And let's not forget, he may have had control over Ion and his full Aegis powers, but he still was being drained of his life force from his core crystal. That is what was going to kill him anyway. Once Rex and Numa destroyed Ion, it was basically a done deal for once. And this was Malos at his full 100% power. He was going to level the whole continents. On top of the fact that if it wasn't for Numa being able to keep up with Jin, moving at multiple times the speed of light, thanks to how Mifra works, and from some more info we got during Future Redeem, Numa was able to match Jin in speed by warping reality around herself and Rex, in, by extension, matter manipulation. That is a combo that I don't even think the gems had ever fought before. And before you start with, oh, but Steven destroyed multiple timelines, he did not. That clock feat that you people want to use as something, it barely counts as anything when the show even shows inconsistent power scaling throughout its entire run. And those who want to say, oh yeah, but Fusion ain't gonna help them when they have someone like Malos on the team who is a major problem on his own, because he's not just an Aegis, he's the Aegis of Destruction. He's Logos, it is destruction. That man will make sure that he will put anything down. You one hit from his blast of destruction, you're dead. Doesn't matter how strong you are, doesn't matter how fast you are dead. Now, I'm gonna move on to the next. We're talking about Antos now. Antos is a little more different. She's got the speed and hacks to match up with Mobius, which are basically beings that can, well, in a sense, I'm gonna go over one of them actually because I know more about one of them than a lot of them. But Mobius basically are what you would consider the time jackers from Kamen Rider Zeo. I'm not gonna go into that, but she, as she's also known as A or Antos, but her power to be able to cut down a fused Mobius, with one slash of her Monado Fencer, proves that she's not only a problem for the Mobius, she would be a problem to the Crystal Gems in general because she's much faster and stronger than your normal blade. She is an Aegis. She's considered an Aegis due to the core crystal on her. But that we have very little info on A outside of that she was able to match up with Mobius and the original core of Antos, who had the world's knowledge and tactics on how to fight the Aegises, and still lost. And now we're gonna get to the last one, because this video is getting kind of long. Ah yes, the pride and joy of Xenoblade, Numa. Essentially a god, and what I mean essentially is I mean she is in fact one of three, being again Logos, Antos, and Numa. Creation, destruction, and knowledge. Numa can warp reality, on top of the fact that she was able to, again, keep up with Jin, who was moving multiple times the speed of light and moving so fast not even Mithra's foresight could help her. And this is way after Jin was able to not only almost kill everyone in Rex's party, but he was very much close to actually succeeding if it wasn't for Pyra showing that it wasn't going to be the targeting noise that would destroy him as particles. She could have just destroyed herself, making Malos lose all his current powers that he had. But we're going to neither here nor there. Again, the video is getting kind of long. I'm going to try to end this really quick. Long gist of it, Numa's a reality warper and can manipulate matter as she does with Rex's outfit, and once she separates her core crystal from him. And on top of that, she has control of Siren, Malos has control of Ophion, and Ion. A may not have any artifices, but she has the power of Ouroboros thanks to Matthew's gauntlets. Even though she needs the other 5 members. If it comes down to it, the Trinity processor alone would be able to just take on the entirety of the Steven Universe verse, because in the easiest ways I can put this, the Steven Universe verse, if they were dropped in Xenoblade, they would just be another level 2 unique monster. Now, this is Proxies signing off. I hope you guys enjoy, because this was a one-sided fight from the beginning.